Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check if my mic is connected. Yeah, it's connected, and it's here. It's a very nostalgic feeling here, coding in PHP. As you can see here, our PHP, Dockerizing PHP, and we want to automate this. Run.ps1, and we want to put this here and put a PowerShell new line there, and then PowerShell run. Oh, PowerShell install PowerShell. Google install PowerShell to 22.04. But in time you live, there's someone out there. Right, PowerShell is installed and run the thing. Was that what? A known shorthand, a what? Do you use this? I know it. Alright, PSA. Okay. And I see to it. Alright, so if we are going to. Why didn't it change? Hello world. What I say? Hello world here. And see to it. Okay, Docker build, use Docker build. Why is there Docker build X? Docker build. Why it's not working? Okay, so let's just run this here. So if we refresh this, okay, hello world. And so if we want to, let us first commit this. And see through it. I'm gonna error system. All right. So next is we want to connect to our database. I have my MySQL database running in Docker, and is in port 8081. It's in port local. Give me a PHP script to connect to connect to MySQL and run a select SQL query to a table named database to to a database named sample X and the table named T1. Alright. Certainly, to connect to MySQL database from a PHP script using a Docker. Okay, so let's run this. into it. Now I know it. I can actually just put it here on top, and then we got the connection, and then we want to select. We can use the select. We can remove this. We can put this connection, closing of the connection below, and we want to get this and put this here in our HTML like that. Can we format this? Nope. All right. That. See how clean PHP code is. It's very nice to the eyes. This is root. Let's see what is our PHP username. This is the username and this is the password. That is a password. Username, connection, MySQL, da 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 da. And then, right, so connect. Yeah, so this is the part where we are going to print. How I know it. PHP echo raw name. Can we do it like that? I really forgot how to code in PHP now. But do we have this? Do we have this? Or are we going to put that here as a dependency? Um, hey, hold on, let me check. Our Docker file, Apache. Yeah, so let's just check. Let's just problemize it later. Right, so let's build. Then after the build, we are going to stop the container that is running and then run again. Then let's see hard. Okay, so yeah, see, not found. I told ya. So if here, how do we include as a dependency in our Docker file? Alright, so let's copy this and let's install commit this first and we paste that and we are going to check what are the differences. So it just added this and yep, that's it. So let us build again, build. Paint my speakers, paint my sleep. If I to hit you got it, you got it, you got it. Running matter if I'm paying. In a blood red summer I gave you. Cannot assign requested header address. What? how to solve this. Any answer that you want, is it a question that you stay? Come what may, come what may, any answer that you want. Yeah, use the actual container name. Okay. Okay, so let's go to this one here. Host is the actual container name. So what is the container name of our MySQL? DB. Yeah, it's DB. So this is DB. Okay, and then port is 330. Port, port. And the answer that you want, is it the question that you say? Come what may, come what may. Um, how to put port? Pain my fingers, being my sleep, is it stubborn if I please? Some heat done, you got it, you got it, you got it. I'm connecting to a Docker container, to a MySQL and a Docker container named DB. Some heat done. You got it, you got it, you got it. Oh, that's all I gave you. The blood red summer I gave you. Sir. Na, 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 na. Okay, PHP network get address, no address associated with host online 11. Okay, so let's get the IP address of how to get the IP address of my MySQL. How to get the IP address of my MySQL container. Got you to the serve. Adding you to the serve. Get the IP of MySQL container named DB. Alright, so this is the IP. Then we are going to use that here. No, not there. Host. Yeah, here. And spell again. If alone can only turn itself when you stay and the light goes away. Of your home, once you live there, still is a me. You're everything I hate. You will remember she left. Okay, Docker PSA. It's running, but it's not getting loaded. Beep my beep bump at my sleep. Could you stop it if I wisdom heat on? You got it, you get it, you get it. Oh, no matter if it don't blame you. And a blood red summer I'll give you. More. Answer that you want. Is it a question? It needs to be network, I believe. Is there a network here? Is it a question that you stay? Come what may. Yeah, connection timeout because we can't network to it. So and this Docker compose. Can you add a network name SQL network so I can connect to it from a Docker container outside of this Docker compose. Bing, 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 bing. Please. So okay, so we're going to copy and paste that here. So given that Docker compose I want to create a Docker file not part of this Docker compose to serve a PHP serve a PHP web app to connect to the MySQL container in the MySQL network. Help me generate the Docker file and the index.php. Ching 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 ching. You got it, you got it, you got it. And a blood red summer I'll give you. Okay, username, password. Database is SampleX. Our database is SampleX, right? SampleX, yeah. And our table is T1. T1, right? Yeah, T1. Okay, so let's build this. And the answer that you want is the question that you stay. Come what may. Come what may. No address associated with host name. Yeah. We can put a network. Okay, so we will put a network. MySQL network not found. Because we have to Docker compose. We have to upgrade our Docker compose here. Docker compose down. Docker compose up. Network MySQL network not found. Okay, so just add our PHP app here. So image will be PHP intro. Okay, I think that will be the fix. access denied. Okay, so we now have a new error. Let's see our Docker compose. The database is, yeah. No. Should be this one. Username, password. The database is sample. DB user. How about this one? Sleep. Stop it if I put some heat on. Get it, you get it, you get it. If you blame you in a blood red summer, I'll give you. Won't you lie you to the surf? Won't you lie you to the surf? Oh man.